60 seconds.
People, please don't hit the psych.
I never got the memo.
I wouldn't be...
Alright, you Mensa wannabes, let's see how you score on this first IQ
Mensa
question.
wannabes.
How many people are playing the game?
Hello everyone, welcome back for more Surratt Does Not Know Movies. Really? I don't know jack about movies. So this fits.
Aw, you have no friends today. What a sad and pathetic life you must lead. Don't worry, I'll be your pal. Go ahead and type in your name.
Could we get a tech in the studio?
I also don't have a name.
Pardon me, player. Get the lead out of your butt
I
and
thought you were
type
going to be
your
my
name
friend.
in.
I thought you were being my friend.
I think she has absolutely no sense of style.
I think we're just gonna call you Moldy Bread.
That works.
Understand me, heads will roll.
One more thing, you looking for a 21 question game or more like a 7 question game?
The whole thing.
Okay, got it.
I didn't
30
do it.
seconds.
Oh, man.
Your buzzer is the letter B. That's B as in buttock. One singular buttock.
Fine, I mean, you know...
that ain't my job.
I know
That
my
makes sitting
Take
down
the bag out of
awkward.
the writer's pit, okay?
20 seconds? Okay. When you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't, don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices, or you're gonna lose cash. Okay? Okay.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9. We're going here. 8. Lose the desktop?
6.
Okay,
5,
go to black.
4.
Don't forget
3.
to try even slower
Stand
cooking
by,
crotch
people.
pot. Cross the line of good taste into great taste.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, my name's Cookie. You have any questions at all, please feel free to keep them to yourself. Anyway,
Okay.
well, looks like it's just the two of us. Okay then, it's our party and no one else is invited.
Basically.
I need a category.
For the enjoyment of everyone during question 1, please, no unnecessary talking.
Shh. Okay, give it up for this little commandment ain't roast beef. How does $2,000 sound? Get ready to buzz in and type. Okay, now who can forget that classic musical Singin' in the Rain? Hopefully
Me?
not you. Well, if Moses'
Sorry.
toeses really were what he supposes in a song from Singin' in the Rain, what should Charlton Heston have attached to his feet to more accurately portray Moses?
Not a clue. But just given, we'll go with
All right,
roses.
Moses supposes his toeses are roses.
Hey!
So Chuck would have some swell-smelling feet.
I'm just gonna guess on all these.
So, his toeses were roses, huh? Okay, and what's all that about a burning bush?
Never heard the game Hot Foot?
Category, please.
Sex lies in America's funniest home videos.
wire! Watch out, it's gonna blow!
That was close.
Too close.
And I believe this one's called Sex Lies in America's Funniest Home Videos. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. If America's Funniest Home Videos did an entire show using the home videos of James Spader's character in Sex Lies and Videotape, what would the main content of the show be? Lots of sex, lots of talking about sex, lots of accidents during sex, or lots of dead air?
I never saw the movie, but...
And we have some nice parting gifts for you backstage.
Oh well.
Let's see what a correct
Talking about
answer
sex
looks
problem.
like. James Spader's character in Sex Lies and Videotape is impotent and gets sexual gratification by watching videotapes of women talking about their sex lives. You know, basically, it would be the Howard Stern show.
Probably. Okay.
All right, hit me.
Another word that starts with F.
This one's called
Hey.
Another Word That Starts with F. I'm giving out $3 grand for a right answer. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. If ABC reworked that classic TV Western F Troop into a new series called F Stop, what would be the best choice for the basic premise of the show? Ken Berry controls the flow of light to the fort, Forrest Tucker sells movie souvenirs, Teamsters repeatedly ambush our heroes, or Larry Storch moves at 14 frames per second. The f-stop is the setting on a camera that tells you how much light is being let into the camera's lens. As opposed to effing stop, which I'm sure the director of F Troop had to yell on the set when things got a little too wacky.
That happened?
Okay, pick a category.
Tough actors and wimpy contestants. Hopefully this is about The Running Man. I know that movie a little bit.
Chew on this. Tough actors and wimpy contestants. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, imagine you're in a fist fight with Robert Mitchum's creepy preacher character from Night of the Hunter. Because of the tattoos on Robert Mitchum's knuckles, what 2 words would you see careening towards your face before you fell to the ground like a sack of potatoes? Fear and guts, temptation and deliverance, love and hate, or good and evil?
Did he have love and hate or good and evil?
That's wrong, and I don't like your outfit. It would have been so beautiful if you'd only picked this. Bob Mitchum's character in Night of the Hunter has love and hate tattooed on his knuckles. And while you're lying on the ground, you can read the kick and face he's got tattooed on his toes.
You could have 5-letter
Okay,
words
I need
there.
a category.
Piece of crime.
See? 5.
All the time.
Right afterward.
5.
For your enjoyment, the gloves are off. And you pop a right answer, you got $2,000. All right, take a close look at this picture and tell me, who is most likely the owner of this glove?
The 6-fingered
Ada
man.
from the piano, Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie, the hand from the crawling hand, or Count Rugen in The Princess Bride?
Oh, that was my first
Count
thought.
Rugen is the 6-fingered man who killed Inigo's father. He's evil, but he's got one hell of a curveball.
I guess he would.
All right, hit me.
It makes Gibbons mellow.
Gibbons mellow. MGM? Oh, hey, I know what that means. Grab your permission slip, kids, because we're going on a fiber optic field trip to MGM
finally found one of
Studios in
these.
California. And the area code to reach MGM is 310. Hey, kids, go pack a sack lunch, because we're going on a fiber optic field trip.
Hadn't seen one of these.
And according to this card I was just handed, we're going to be talking to some studio hotshot named Joe Whitmore. Joe Whitmore, studio hotshot. Okay, hope we can get by his secretary. Oh, we got a ring.
MGM Studios, this is Joe.
Yeah, hi. Is this Joe Whitmore?
Yes, it is.
Wow, he answers his own phone. Cool. Mr. Whitmore, listen, you don't know me, but my name's Cookie, and I'm the host of a movie trivia game. And more on that later. Anyway, I understand you're one of the big muckety-mucks at MGM, right? Well, am I mistaken there? What exactly do you do at MGM?
I'm one of the assistants to the president of marketing and distribution here.
Oh, because I was told that you nothing. Hey, you know, it sounds like a pretty important job.
It means I'm a glorified secretary.
Well, there it is. Anyway, like I was saying, my name's Cookie, and I'm with this movie trivia game called You Don't Know Jack.
Oh, I've seen that. It's kind of cute.
Kind of cute? Thanks. Anyway, we're looking for some movie trivia, Joe, and we were told that you might have some for us.
Sure. Do you want me to just fax it over?
No faxes. We need you. Just hang on the line and talk to our producer, and I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Joe Whitmore, not a hot shot at all, at MGM Studios. We'll be back with him in just a bit. Now let's have another category. I need a category.
But just a break from that for a second. Yeah, fiber optic field trip. Something I'd hoped we'd already have run across, but no, didn't pop up for us. We get the celebrity version of it, but not the normal, everyday version of it. So there we go. We've now hit the other missing question. Oh God, you horny bastard.
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
Well, what do we have here? Oh God, you horny bastard. This one can net you $1,000. Strap on your helmet, we're going in. If George Burns had shown up again as God in the movie Agnes of God, of what would he stand accused? Seducing Jane Fonda, burning the convent to the ground, knocking up a nun, or naming the baby Agnes? Yeah, baby. In Agnes of God, Meg Tilly is a nun who claims to have been impregnated by God. Hey, why not? Joseph bought it.
Well, first let's kill all the lawyers.
7 is the number that I'm suggesting. He's suggesting 7. He's suggesting 7.
Let's see what we got going. First, let's kill all the lawyers. $3,000 for this one. Get your finger out of your ear and listen up. We're going. In Body Heat, Ted Danson plays Peter Lowenstein, assistant DA. Considering his unique hobby in the film, what other occupation might DA stand for? Drag queen attorney, ding-dong eating attorney, diving attorney, or dancing attorney?
Body Heat, huh? Not a clue.
In Body Heat, Peter Lowenstein's hobby is dancing. He
Good
dances
guess.
in and out of several scenes. And I bet he's still billing his clients for it.
Probably. I would.
Pick a category.
Things to do in France when you'd rather be dead.
Hey, nice selection, because you just chose yourself a big fat hunkin' question. Are you ready for the dis or dat? This dis or dat's category name is Things to Do in France When You'd Rather Be Dead. Now, I'm going to read off 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a Jerry Lewis movie or a porno flick. As each one comes up, if it's a Jerry Lewis movie, press 1. If it's a porno flick, press 2. And to skip, press 4. I'll give you $500 for each right answer, and you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Scared Stiff, Jerry Lewis movie. Hot Cookies. Funny Bones. The Geisha Boy. Afternoon Delight. The Family Jewels. One more. Insatiable. That's all she wrote.
Holy cow.
And with time to spare, here you go. I thought you might like that. Now back to the game.
Wow.
Okay, I need a category.
Bates Master.
They said it was indestructible. Then disaster struck.
The category?
Well, it
Bates
didn't
Master.
crumble.
And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. Fire up those frontal lobes. Here's the question. If you wanted to call Alfred Hitchcock and congratulate him on the number of Best Director Oscars he won, what would you do? Dial 0 for none, dial 1 for 1, dial 3 for 3, or dial 5 for 5?
Did he actually win one?
Although he was given the 1967 Irving Thalberg Award, Alfred Hitchcock never won a Best Director Oscar. If you want to call the Academy to complain, dial D for duh. All right, hit me.
Christmas time. Hell, it is close to Thanksgiving.
Here we have Rockin' Around the Family Tree. $3,000 on the table for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. If the fictional rock groups in the movie Satisfaction and Light of Day were competing in a battle of the movie bands, which former TV siblings would be going head-to-head? Greg and Marcia Brady, Luke and Daisy Duke, Alex and Mallory Keaton, or Arnold and Willis Drummond?
Satisfaction and Light of Day.
Justine Bateman and Michael J. Fox play brother and sister on Family Ties and later rock the big screen in 2 different band movies. Mallory better not talk too much smack before the contest or Alex will get Joan Jett to kick her ass. That's it for round 1.
Michael
Let's
J.
go
Fox.
to round 2.
Always
now remember,
the right
everything
answer.
in round 2 is worth double,
Except when it's
so
not.
heads up. we're back with Joe Whitmore at MGM. Joe, you have a question for us?
Yes, I do.
Terrific, let's do it.
Okay, the category is those three little words.
This one's going to be worth 5,000 smackers.
Put your finger on your buzzer and get ready. There are three words at the bottom of the MGM logo. What do those words mean? One out of many, art for art's sake, hope makes light work, or lights, camera, action.
They picked lights, camera, action.
Cut.
Nope. What is
Didn't
it?
guess the correct answer, Joe.
Well, you should have picked art for art's sake. The words are ars gratia artis, which means art for art's sake. It was Louis B. Mayer's personal motto. I try to keep it in mind when I'm composing my faxes.
Hey, Joe, nice question. Thanks for helping us out.
No problem.
So, do you have Madonna's phone number in that Rolodex of yours?
Yes, I do.
Can I have it?
No.
Fine. How about Gina Davis? All right, that was Joe Whitmore from MGM. Let's get back to the game. Okay, pick a category.
Running with Rodney?
Did someone order a 12-inch sausage?
Oh my.
All right, here's the deal. Rutting with
Did not
Rodney.
expect that.
You get 4,000 clams for this one. Grease yourself up and get ready to wrestle. Imagine Rodney Dangerfield's character in Back to School gets lucky after the big party scene. If Rodney's bed springs squeak the name of the band at the party, what sound will they make? Wang Chung, Oingo Boingo, Bananarama, or ABBA?
Wasn't that Oingo?
Oingo Boingo is the band at the party in Back to School.
Little Danny Elfman.
He may not get any respect, but he'll be getting something. I need a category.
At least 3 of us live in a yellow submarine.
13. The selection is, at least 3 of us live in a yellow submarine. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Okay, imagine it's the late 60s and the Beatles have just fired Ringo Starr and hired a famous movie character to take his place. If the new group were introduced as John, Paul, George, and the Ringo Kid, which actor would be playing drums? Paul Newman, Steve McQueen,
Kid.
Robert Mitchum, or John Wayne?
The Ringo Kid. Huh.
In the 1965 film The Cincinnati Kid, Steve McQueen played the Cincinnati Kid. The correct answer is John Wayne played the Ringo Kid in the movie Stagecoach. Ringo, of course, played the slightly off-key kid in pretty much every Beatle film.
Yeah, he did.
Category, please.
RSVP by Easter.
Hiya! This category is known as RSVP by Easter. Play your cards right, you win 4,000 bucks. Hey, you know how Jesus had all of his buddies over for the Last Supper? Well, if Jesus' guests at the Last Supper had earned their invitations the same way that the last Starfighter landed his job, what would they have needed to do? Take a written supper examination, work their way up as a temp apostle, kick butt at a video game called Supper, or drink way too much holy wine?
Yeah, that's one I've actually seen.
The Starfighters in The Last Starfighter were recruited based on how well they did playing a video game called Starfighter. Yeah, leave it up to the disciples to spend their last night with Jesus playing a stupid video game.
Yeah, well.
Okay, I need
I said
category.
Chisholm Trail.
In the deepest reaches of the Congo lies question 15.
Now showing, I said Chisholm Trail. Oh, let's just make this one $6,000. You had a nickname when you were younger, didn't you? I mean, the one everybody said to your face, right? Which movie title could have been used on the set of How the West Was Won as a nickname for the film's directors? The Two Jakes, The Three Musketeers, The Five Heartbeats, or 10 Little Indians?
I don't know. How many directors did that have? Probably 3.
John Ford, Henry Hathaway, and George Marshall each directed a segment of How the West Was Won, so collectively they'd be known as the Three Musketeers. I bet the West wouldn't have been won so quickly if the Cowboys had to wear tights and fight with épées.
Be more entertaining.
All right, hit me.
taking pride in a crappy meal.
Wet suck tit shine floor.
Ew.
It's time for a Jibberish test come.
Lights, camera, here's your gibberish category. Taking pride in a crappy meal. We're talking $10,000 prize on this gibberish question. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, see if you can untangle this one. With what lyric does this rhyme? Bet Stu the line corp's a 10. And don't think about the punctuation. First clue, it's a song lyric from a cult.
There we go.
This could be it. Type
The time warp again.
Some people call it a classic. I call it an excuse to throw food in a movie theater.
It can be both.
Okay,
Just saying.
Category.
Crime pays, but to whom should I write the check?
The following question has
Batman.
been rated 17. No questions under 17 permitted.
I proudly present Crime Pays, but to whom should I write the check? And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, remember when the guy gets killed at the beginning of Casablanca and Claude Rains tells his cops to round up the usual suspects? If instead of the usual suspects, the Casablanca cops brought in the mysterious villain from the movie The Usual Suspects, whom would they have in custody? Kaiser Wilhelm, Kaiser Soze, Kaiser Roll, or John Philip Sousa?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Kaiser
Soze.
Soze is
Yeah.
the mysterious villain in The Usual Suspects. He's played by Kevin Spacey. Hey, you've seen it, right?
Spoiler alert!
Okay, I need a category.
The days and nights of a video junkie. If only had game in there.
What do we got out there?
It looks like 18, sir.
The category is The Days and Nights of a Video Junkie, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. If you find yourself having white nights and strange days, what are you probably doing? Singing in the UK in the year 2010, dancing in the USSR in the year 1999, partying in the Caribbean in the year 1975, or being born in the USA in 1984?
White nights and strange days. I want to say that's the Beatles lyrics.
In White Nights, Gregory Hines and Mikhail Baryshnikov dance
Yeah.
in the former Soviet
That's right.
Union, and in Strange Days, some folks celebrate the last night of the 1900s. So, you be dancing in the USSR in 1999. Isn't that a song by Martha and the Vandellas, the Beatles, and Prince?
Something like that, yeah. I made the joke for you.
Category, please.
Superman fools around.
Coming at you, Superman fools around. I'm sending over 4,000 dead presidents if you get this one. Okay, imagine the Daily Planet is holding a Christmas party and Clark Kent decides to play some practical jokes. Based on the powers he demonstrates in the first Superman movie, which prank would Clark Kent not pull? Reversing time so they all get drunk again, shrinking himself and hiding in Lois's skirt, telling Jimmy what his rap presents are, or tossing Perry off the roof then catching him?
I don't recall him shrinking himself.
Superman doesn't shrink himself in the movie. But I did hear Superman complaining of shrinkage after the party went skinny dipping.
That would be awkward.
I need a category.
I want to rock and roll all night. And then sleep.
Say hello to I want to rock and roll all night and then sleep. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. If the 1947 version of Kiss of Death had starred the members of the rock band Kiss, which scene would we have seen in the movie? Gene Simmons spitting blood on a cop, Paul Stanley bench pressing a stripper, Ace Frehley wearing a wire for the cops, or Peter Criss pushing an old woman downstairs?
Kiss of Death. Probably wearing the wire.
Ace wearing a wire? I wonder if that's how he came up with the song Shock Me. Trust me, the Kiss fans out there, they got that one. For the curious, here's the right answer. In the original Kiss of Death, Richard Widmark gleefully pushes an old woman in a wheelchair down a flight of stairs. Apparently, she borrowed his makeup.
Okay.
Okay, pick a category.
I'm sorry, but Keanu Reeves is a what?
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match,
Now, keep in mind
hit
this
your
was probably
buzzer.
made
You
before
get it
The
right,
Matrix.
you get 2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of 2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. I'm sorry, but Keanu Reeves is a what? Well, I'll let you decide for yourself. Here you go.
No. No. Much ado about nothing. Can never. I mean, I know that's Shakespeare, but generally he's a career of some type. Don't know. Figures. Little Buddha. Young blood. Never saw Young Blood. Dangerous Liaisons. One of those.
Not a bad performance, but I'll wait till it comes on video. Let's see what it did to your score. That's the game.
I broke even, basically.
Player, I couldn't have done a better job myself, but then I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, player, and I don't say this to just everybody.
You don't know. Nice one, people. Raul, what's the word? Are we doing another one?
Some people like to quit when they're ahead. What about you? Afraid to find out that taking the top spot was just a fluke? Come on. It's not like anyone's looking. Just let me know.
Yeah, well, that'll have to wait for another time. Because it is time for me to get ready for work. Or else I might stick around for a second game. Or a third one. Or a fourth one. But no, can't do that right now. But anyway, I will talk to everybody. Well, I will talk at everybody later. But I will see you all back next time for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack movies. Until then, take care, folks. And as always, I leave you with the commercials.
Executives. We take the hassles and the assholes out of making movies.
Are you between the ages of 10 and 12 and looking for an escort this evening? You're only a call away from some parental guidance to that PG-13 movie you can't get into. And Sadie's Escort Service is your ticket to mild profanity and brief nudity.
Aunt Sadie got me into Airheads and Billy Madison. I could have seen them in the video store, but Adam Sandler's movies are meant to be seen on the big screen.
Middle school's tough, and Aunt Sadie understands that you can't survive the lunch table without getting all the Ace Ventura talking ass jokes.
Hey kids, Aunt Sadie here. Look, if you don't mind me covering your eyes every once in a while, I'll get you into an R-rated movie too.
So what are you waiting for? Your 13th birthday? Come on, pick up the phone.
Children under 13, don't bother getting permission from your parents before calling.
Hello there, former child stars. I know you're listening, cowering in the corner of your closet. I'm Rusty O'Dean, and I was a child star. I spent 6 years fighting with myself, angry and bitter at things like acne and a body that wouldn't stop getting gangly. But I'm over it now, and you can be too. The former Child Star Support Network. Listen, we can't all be Jodie Foster and Lawrence Fishburne. Some of us have to be Justin Henry, Tatum O'Neal, and Anthony Michael Hall. Look, you can go do infomercials, or you can come make a whole new group of friends. Once a week, we get together and talk about our domineering parents, and on weekends, we watch the canon of straight-to-cable movies we made as teenagers. We're good people, and you are too. The former Child Star Support Network. Just because you're not acting doesn't mean you shouldn't be living.
Screenwriters, how many times have you heard this from a studio executive? Now, I know it's set in pre-colonial Africa, but it needs a die-hard kind of an ending. Then you spend 2 months reworking your script, only to find out that Marlee Matlin is going to play the lead and half the script needs to be rewritten again in American Sign. You need script morph. Using simple Boolean logic, you can morph together up to 18 different film elements from a list of over 2,000 movies, characters, and settings. Script morph. Barbarella and Anna Karenina hijack a 747 in order to save the Empire from a mechanical cop set in Woody Allen's Manhattan with lyrics by Andrew Lloyd Webber? You got it. With Script Morph, you can give that asinine studio exec a redraft in less than 5 minutes. Script Morph. Because you don't need to be a brilliant writer, you just need to make money.